Today is December 2nd. Yesterday, on December 1st, I finished my 121st and my 122nd books of the year. My reading goal for 2024 was to read 150 books. I didn't think that was going to be possible until I looked at the calendar and realized that starting today, there's exactly 30 days left of the year. And I have 28 books more that I wanted to read by the end. I've seen this video before, reading 30 books in 30 days, and I thought to myself, that's never gonna be me. I'm either going to reach my goal or just not stress about it by the end. But here I am, seeing if I can do it. So join me as I have 1 week left in my apartment before my winter travel start to see if I can read 30 books in 30 days. Really, it's 28 books in 30 days, but 30 sounds better. All right, let's see if I can reach my reading goal. But also I want to say right now to both you and to future me as I edit this, it's okay if I do not reach it. Like, it is a-okay, reading is fun, everything is fun, this video is for fun, reading is for fun, okay? Okay. Day 1, December 2nd, 1 book down. It's technically 12:30, so it's no longer December 3rd, but I read this entire book today. I love Ali Carter, and this book is absolutely one of my favorites of hers. I'm so happy. I literally could not put it down. I also today made a lot of progress on the current audiobook that I'm listening to, so we are doing very well for this challenge. It is now December 6th, and I finished my audiobook from a few days ago, The Hedgewigs of Foxhall. That was a very confusing read, but it was very atmospheric, and I'm about maybe 15% of the way into this. I have a friend who's on his way to my apartment now. He's gonna be with me all weekend, so I'm not gonna get too much reading in, so I'm hoping to catch back up next week. Today is December 9th, and it took me a few days, but I finally finished my next audiobook, which was The Nightmare Before Christmas. I was really looking forward to it. I thought it was gonna have Rise of the Guardian vibes, but it was just too much of like a political romance, I guess, of what it was, and I didn't really appreciate where the plot went. I wish it was just more along the lines of like silly, goofy romance instead of like what the plot did to it. So I'm a little disappointed by that. I ended up giving it 3 stars, but then I was like, you know what? I am in the mood for another silly little goofy romance, and one that I know is good was Mistletoe by Kimberly Lemming. I actually listened to it back in January, and I loved it so much that I listened to it twice in one day, and so I just went through, and as I was cleaning up my room a little bit, I just listened to it again. So I have now checked off 2 more audiobooks for today. That one's such a short little easy one, that bit of a cheat moment, but it is short enough that I'm still going to count it as still a book. So we are doing well. Today is now the 11th, and I finished The Bear and the Nightingale. I have mixed thoughts about this. I really love the vibes, but it was really hard to get through the rest of the book. But I am really happy I finally got to this one. I am unfortunately leaving my apartment today for a month-long trip to California, so I will not have access to my physical TBR anymore. So every book I read from now on, I'm either going to buy it in California, hopefully not that many, and read those, but mostly it's going to be on my Kindle and on my Libby. So I should be able to get through quite a lot more books before the year's over. It is now December 12th, and last night as I was packing, I read Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. It is such a cute, short little just Ali Hazelwood story. I absolutely adored it. It's like video game nerds going out that they've been rivals for a long time. They think they hate each other, and they're going on a team retreat to see if their 2 companies can get together, and it was just so good. Very typical Ali Hazelwood. And then on my flight today, I read the entirety of What the Hex by Alexis Daria. It is one of those short stories that you just wish were so much longer. I read it last year and I'm loving it, so I wanted to read it again this year, and I didn't get to it before Halloween. So on the flight I was like, you know what, screw it, like I want something in between all my Christmas rom-coms, and it was just absolutely perfect. It was exactly the length of a book I needed for today, which means I'm now officially in San Francisco. I'm starting my California road trip, so I no longer have access to my books. So we'll see how many Kindle books I can get through, how many audiobooks I can get through, and how many books I acquire while I'm here.